Hey guys, AniMind here, and welcome back to another speedbump video. Before we start with the video, I just wanted to apologize for not uploading as much in the last few weeks, days. I haven't really been keeping time, but I've just been busy with some other things in my personal life, but I've still been drawing while I was busy with those things, so you can expect a bit more videos than usual in the next couple of days or weeks, depending on how I want to schedule it. But in any way, please, if you enjoyed this content, leave a like and subscribe, and let's get right into the video. So yeah, as you probably saw by the themes of this video, all the thumbnail, the picture I'm drawing now, you can probably see also, I'm going to talk a bit more about the pandemic. I'm not going to mention what causes the pandemic because I believe YouTube has some demonetization rules. I'm not 100% sure about them, but just to be careful, I'm just going to say the pandemic. And the pandemic and the deadly cold or something like that. When I talk about what I'm drawing that's invading the cells at the moment, I'll have a specific name and you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and I just, because I understand that a lot of people are being horribly hurt by this, because if you have like a private company, this can really damage your success rate. But if you work for the state, in other hands, like you're a teacher, then it's not that bad because you don't really get affected because children are still going to school and teachers still get paid. My parents, they are teachers, and they still are doing quite well because they still get paid, they still teach. So yeah, I'm not sure how everyone's affected by it. Obviously, every person has his own personal circumstances, but I'm not going to try to generalize too much. But just remember, if I say something offensive to you, I'm not targeting you. I'm just saying stuff that I believe, and if I said something bad that you think is wrong, or if I said something that you know is inaccurate, please comment down below. I'd really like not to be too offensive to people, to have better and less inappropriate content. And not that I believe my content is inappropriate, just because some people find some stuff inappropriate that others don't necessarily find inappropriate. But yeah, so personally, the pandemic hasn't been that bad for me. As I've said, my parents are okay, so financially we are stable. I still live with my parents, but I'm not that old. I'm definitely under 18. I just wanted to mention that. So I'm not like a 30-year-old that lives with my parents. But I personally have benefited a lot from the virus, from the pandemic. And I've probably been saying virus this whole time, but I guess you can't say virus. You just can't say the specific virus. But yeah, and the reason why I'm saying I benefited a lot from this is no one close to me, no one in my family, or none of my parents' friends. Some of them have been infected, but none of them have had to be in the hospital on life support. None of them have been horribly sick. None of them have died. And that's the worst case scenario, if your parents end up dying. And yeah, I can only imagine how bad that could be for other people, and I'm personally really happy it hasn't yet happened to me. All my grandparents are pretty safe. They don't really appear sick. They are happy, but what I'm saying now is that I'm just happy. But the reason why it's been good the pandemic has been good to me is because I've started. If you are a bit of a long time fan, you'd notice that I've started making more and more videos. Because I have more time, and more time to draw, more time to make videos, more time to think about these videos, in general, because in school usually it's really hard because you have afternoon activities like sports, and then you have homework, you have tests, and now afternoon activities are out like sports. I still practice every now and then, like jogging, but I do it less, which is probably not the best thing to do, but yeah, I'm just going to admit it. And what it's called, I have more free time now, and also schools don't give as much work. I know that sounds a bit bad, but it's true. They don't uh, give us as much work as they usually do. But I don't see that as a bad thing. I don't like doing work that much. But anyway, so for me personally, the pandemic, the virus, whatever, has been a pretty positive time. Um, not to say that I don't know. I do know about some horrible cases of people's parents, families, uh, dying, companies being destroyed by this whole financial pandemic, financial crisis. Sorry, um, but and even some countries are literally being destroyed by this pandemic because some countries' main income is from trade, and trade is no longer allowed, and then these countries now have only a quarter of their normal finances to spend than what they usually have had. So it's really bad. But once again, personally, I haven't been affected. But let me go on and talk about what I feel about some other things that have happened in the pandemic. Mainly some of the movements. You may have seen them. You may not if you're not that interested in the internet, the news, literally everything that's online. And I'm not going to talk much about what it is. I'm not going to say what my feelings about it too much. I just want to say that I feel it's great that people are standing up for themselves a bit more, and that they are in this time of need also trying to get, because in this time of need all we can do is listen. Usually people are so busy, no one has the time, but in this time it's the perfect time to create a movement, because everyone will literally listen to you because no one is busy with anything. I know that sounds weird and kind of bad, but what I mean is it's really smart, and I'm really glad that these people have the courage to stand up for themselves, and that they are able to do what they believe is right. And anyway, away from all that political stuff, I don't really have much to talk about. I guess you can tell me some of your thoughts in the comment section. Please don't be too opinionative. If you have considered a bit more negative opinions, just keep them to yourselves, because although they might be right, they might be wrong, they might be totally inaccurate, or they might just be offensive. It's still you'll still get into trouble, even though you might be right, or even though you are wrong, but you didn't mean what you said, and this stuff happens. So just be careful online also about what you say, because because usually it was people are going to do stuff to you, but now it's what you can do to people. But anyway, I'm out of time now. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe. What do you think about this drawing? It doesn't really have to do with my storyline, one of my firsts. And yeah, I hope you see. I hope. Oh yeah. Thank you and goodbye. I just wanted to say I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was a bit more on the serious side, but yeah, once again, thank you for watching, and please watch my other videos. They should be up here. Sorry that there aren't really songs, but I felt like this is a serious video and songs aren't that serious, except for the intro. The intro has to be like jazzy or whatever.